Xiaomi 13 Pro with a unique 7.5mm chip. Last night, a conference was held on the release of the Mi 13 and MIUI 14 series. After the release of the standard version of Mi 13, Xiaomi Mi 13 Pro was also officially introduced at a price of $717. If you liked and subscribed, then let's go. And who has already subscribed? Respect to that appearance. The Mi 13 Pro is available in 4 colors, of which white, black and wild green are made from ceramic, while blue is made from a techno nano leather material that is more resistant to wear. The ceramic version is 8.38 mm thick and weighs 229 grams, while the leather back cover version is 8.7 mm thick and weighs 210 grams. In recent years, pseudo-leather has gradually become one of the main materials for the back panel of mobile phones after plastic, metal, glass and ceramics. Although regular leather has advantages, it feels nicer and the texture is much richer. But due to problems with the material, it is not easy to clean after contamination, and it is also prone to yellowing at the edges. Yes, and eco-activists put a spoke in the wheel. According to reports, this new material simultaneously provides protection against wear, discoloration and contamination, while maintaining the feel of the skin, increasing the reliability and service life of this material. As stated, if this skin is accidentally soiled with pens or ink, then all this is easily washed with a towel. Agree that this has an advantage for us. For example, you don't need to buy a leather case, and in general, cases should take a back seat. And high-quality materials of the case help to keep the smartphone in good condition. Screen. The Mi 13 Pro features a 6.73-inch Samsung E6 AMOLED screen with 2K resolution, equipped with Xiaomi's ultra-dynamic imaging technology. The full-screen outdoor brightness can reach 1200 nits, and the maximum brightness can reach 1900 nits. The Mi 13 Pro supports 4 HDR image standards: HDR10, HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and HLG, and can accurately display a wide P3 color gamut at a brightness of more than 1000 nits. In addition, the Mi 13 Pro supports an ultra-dynamic display. What does it mean? Its image processing system can capture the dynamic range of the entire scene well, and ultra-dynamic image technology is responsible for realistic scenes of transition between light and shadow. When viewing photos or videos, it can better display a wide range of areas from deep black to bright white, with brighter highlights and detail in dark places, while providing smooth transitions between areas with different brightness, thereby conveying what the human eye really sees. Processor. Lei Jun said that the Xiaomi 13 series is the new kings of performance. This series is equipped with a second-generation Snapdragon 8 processor, as well as the latest generation of LPDDR5X memory, peak value 8533 megabits per second, and UFS 4.0 flash memory, 3.5 GB per second read, 2.6 GB per second write. This is a transformation of the entire performance, and each component is improved, so the performance will be at the highest level. What is the new processor capable of? The second-generation Snapdragon 8 is the most powerful chip in the history of this company and the most energy-efficient chip in the last 3 generations. Based on TSMC's 4nm process technology, the processor part uses the architecture of 1+4+3. The all-new ultra-large X3 core offers up to 3.19 GHz peak power and 17% performance gains. Performance cores use the A715 plus A710 architecture, the frequency is increased to 2.8 GHz, and compatibility with 64/30 seconds of a bit is preserved. The small core of the A510 is responsible for background activities and battery life. Performance was improved by 12% and 64/30 seconds bit compatibility was added. Yes, and on this channel, it would be necessary to subscribe. Thank you for the like. Multi-core CPU performance is 37% higher than that of the previous generation, and the results of the Geekbench 5 multi-core test are comparable to the A16 Apple processor. GPU performance is critical, and the performance of the Adreno is up 42%, which is 25% faster than the A16. More importantly, performance improvements don't come at the expense of increased power consumption. The second-generation Snapdragon 8 consumes about half the power when it reaches the peak power of previous processors. Thanks to this, the overall temperature of the Xiaomi 13 is significantly better than that of the iPhone under gaming load, and the frame rate is more stable. This series also comes standard with the latest generation of LPDDR5X 8533 megabits per second memory and UFS 4.0 flash memory. The Xiaomi 13 memory bandwidth has reached the level of desktop chips. All of this will help you handle applications that need high bandwidth, such as continuous shooting and high-definition video recording. UFS 4.0 provides read speeds of up to 3.5 GB per second, which is twice as fast as UFS 3.1. UFS 4.0 is also fully equipped with FBO storage upgrade technology. Lei Jun also showed the DO battery life test. If the number exceeds 1, it means that it can be used normally for 1 day. The video shows that the Xiaomi 13 DO score has reached 1.37, which is more than the battery life of Apple's iPhone 14 Pro Max, which was previously highly rated by a large number of users. He also said that Xiaomi is exploring how to make the battery life last for 2 days, and that he often pushes Xiaomi's R&D team to achieve this goal. Battery: here lies a significant difference from the usual Xiaomi 13. Previously, the Pro version mostly had a lower capacity battery. And then everything turned upside down. Pro has a battery capacity 4820 mAh, supports wired charging power 120 W and the second wireless charging power of 50 W, and wireless reverse charging power of 10 watts. Xiaomi got greedy and put the charger to a standard set. Xiaomi Pro 13 cameras. In terms of images, the Xiaomi Mi 13 Pro is equipped with 3 professional Leica lenses, including a Sony 1-inch 50-megapixel Sony IMX989 main camera and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide-angle plus 50-megapixel telephoto lens, with 3.2x optical and 70x hybrid zoom. Focus at a distance of 10 cm to infinity. Optical stabilization has also reached a new level. Let's call it hyper-optical stabilization, hyper-OIS. Each lens has passed the Leica optical certification and is characterized by high resolution, large aperture and almost imperceptible distortion in images, which ensures good shooting of photos and videos. Leica is also presented here in the form of its own image processing algorithms, and in the modern world, algorithms play a key role with good hardware and a normal matrix size. The telephoto lens has an equivalent focal length of 75 mm and a larger aperture of f2.0, with support for optical image stabilization OIS. 75 mm is a classic Leica focal length, and the viewing angle is 32 degrees. At a distance of 1 meter for a portrait, 75 mm can make a great classic shot. Water permeability: previously, Xiaomi was in no hurry to use this technology. But with the increase in the price of the smartphone, the build quality also increased, including good protection from water. And as you know, it can be different. The data shows that IP68 corresponds to the enclosure protection class GBT4208-2017 IP code, the highest level of dust protection and water resistance. To evaluate the water resistance of the enclosure, pay attention to the last 2 digits IPXXXX. The first X is the dust resistance class from 0 to 6, the highest class is 6, the second X is rated from 0 to 8, with the highest score being 8. For example, IP68 for IP8 classes. Second digit IEC requires devices to withstand immersion in water up to a meter deep for 30 minutes. Thank you to all the regular subscribers of the channel. If someone wants to join this channel, I will only be happy. As for other features, the new Mi 13 vibraphone, Dolby Atmos. The price of Mi 13 Pro is 8GB plus 128GB for the price of $717, 8GB plus 256GB for $774, 12GB plus 256GB at the price of $832, 12GB plus 512GB at a price of $903. Yes, and on this channel, it would be necessary to subscribe. Thank you for the like.